If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Lil Durk just gave us new information on his new album 7220 or 7220, dropping very soon. He just announced the release date for this thing, so today I wanted to go over everything that's happened so far regarding the announcement of this thing, and then especially also focus on this, new information we have on the release date, because obviously that's what everybody's interested in. So I made a video a couple of days ago when Lil Durk, posted the official announcement for this album coming out. He did this in form of an Instagram post with just, a couple of pictures of himself, and the caption read, 7220, my granny address, the house it all started in. Album done. So here, as I said, I went over all that in the other video, so go watch that to get the full scope of things on here. But in this post, he said that his new album 7220, which we knew before that was the name of the album, because we had this snippet or like this little picture leaked of him with like a whiteboard and the name written on there, and the track list, but it was covered up by emojis and stuff like that. So we knew that it was going to be named that, and we knew that it was coming soon, but this was the actual announcement that the album is done and it was going to release very soon. Also on his Twitter, he was all over like 7220 and all that, so he wanted to to really try to promote this new album then coming out. And today we got the official release date for this thing. Let's go over all of this because there's a couple of elements to this. So first of all, we have an Instagram post of just again him with some money and all of that, and the caption reads, my album drop February 22nd 2022, same day as Kanye West. This is obviously a reference to Kanye's announcement for Dawn the 2, which is supposed to drop on February 22nd. But the funny thing is, when you look at the calendar, February 22nd is a Tuesday. And I was already talking about that, in that Kanye video I made, but artists usually drop on Fridays. And, as someone like Kanye can drop on a Tuesday and probably still do numbers, but it's just weird for someone like Lil Durk to do the same thing. And I respect him for being like, I'm dropping the same day as Kanye. This is obviously not seen as any competition who can sell more or any of that. I don't think that's what Durkio got in his mind at all. I think it's just like a little nod to Kanye. They're both from Chicago, maybe just showing some love like that. But apparently he wants to drop the same day as Kanye, which if it was a Friday would make sense, but since this is a Tuesday, he specifically picked the date just because Kanye was dropping on it, and not just because it was, some random Friday that Kanye just happens to release the same day on. He also specifically, tagged Kanye in that caption. Well, also on Twitter, he announced that his album is dropping the same day as Ye, and then this date, February 22nd, 2022. And he also went on his Instagram story to say, me and at Kanye West drop album on the same day, February 22nd. So apparently this is like a big thing to him that he now wants to promote that he's dropping on the same day as Kanye. But just for Lil Durk fans, this is, great news. I mean, we're getting this album in 2 weeks, or like 2 weeks in 1 day. So that's very soon, and sooner than I thought it would drop. I thought it would be like March or April, to be honest. And also just for hip hop fans in general, we're getting a new Durkio and a new Ye album on the same day. That is insane. Now, of course, the question is also if Kanye is actually going to drop that day, because a lot of people have already expressed their concerns about Kanye not dropping. The majority of you also said that Kanye will not be dropping on that day. I made a community poll a couple of days or weeks ago, back when the announcement for Dawn the 2 happened, and a lot of y'all said that Kanye was not going to drop on that day. So for Durkio to be like, I'm dropping the same day as Kanye, and already setting out a schedule, a release date for that might be a little bit risky, but also maybe he, has some inside information and knows that Kanye is for sure dropping February 22nd, and knows that he can then drop that day too and still be like, yo, I dropped the same day as Kanye West. Now, in terms of new stuff for this new Durkio album, there's not a lot that we got so far. We don't have the album cover yet. We don't have a track list yet. All we got is the official announcement, and then also this release date now, so February 22nd, 2022. Durkio has recently also been featured on that Gucci Mane track Rumors, which was pretty alright and got a lot of attention drawn back to him. He also dropped a track called IKEA Rug for World Star Hip Hop for Chris Brickley's Welcome to the Grind soundtrack. So he's trying to, again, get some hype out there, get some people listening to his music again. Obviously, those two releases are not connected to his new album coming out. We will probably expect a lot more stuff coming on there. I do think that we will get some singles, probably this Friday, which would be the 11th, and then also the 18th. We'll probably get, singles, track lists, videos, an album cover, all that good stuff. And once that does happen, I'll be sure to keep y'all updated. So if you want to always stay up to date with 7220, Lil Durk new album coming out, make sure you're subscribed. I already went over this a little bit in that other video that I made, but Lil Durk is in a very special position right now. That Drake feature on Laugh Not Cry Later really put him on, and then also the Voice of the Heroes with Lil Baby, arguably the hottest rapper in the game right now. Also, of course, boosted up his status in hip hop and his commercial success. And his last record, The Voice, also performed really well. The Deluxe as well. And before that, Just Cause Y'all Waited Too, he's been on like a steady upward slope again in terms of reviving his career, because y'all gotta know that Durkio was popping, in the early 2010s, and they kind of fell off for a couple of years. And ever since like 2018, 2019 especially, he's been on a steady grind back up and rising up again, and now being in the conversation of like one of the hottest dudes in the game right now. So shout out to Durkio for really reviving his career and coming back like that. So this new album does hold a lot of weight when it comes to him proving again that he, has a long-lasting, sustainable career, providing great music for the fans. And I hope that it is somewhat more focused than The Voice was. I love The Voice. I had that on complete rotation back when that dropped for months, but I kind of felt like it was all over the place. I know that Durkio records are usually like that. The individual tracks are more a reflection of what was going on, but when he recorded those individual tracks and they don't, hang together in any narrative underlying them. But I would hope that maybe, in some parts of The Voice, you can kind of tell that the mixing was done maybe a little bit sloppy and they just threw a couple of singles on there. I hope that this is like more of a really like an LP, mastered, mix in the studio, all of that, more than just those random playlists that we get like The Voice. But I would also be just okay with that. But if he really wants to come through and be respected as one of the one of a very hot artist that can also drop on the same day as Kanye, then I think that will be the step that he needs to go with this new album. But of course, we don't really have any information on this yet. We can probably tell when the first single drops, so I'm looking out for that. Probably going to be this Friday or next one, so the 11th or 18th, but I'm guessing 11th, because that would give him a little bit more momentum to then also roll out the album completely. So yeah, new Lil Durk release date 7220, new album dropping on February 22nd. He's stressing that he's dropping the same day as Kanye West. Apparently that's something special, but I like that. We're getting a new Durkio and a new Ye album on the same day. That's insane. I can't really believe that, but I'm of course here for it. I'm hyped for that. That Tuesday is gonna be insane. Can't believe it's a Tuesday. Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts, my opinions on this. Now I want to know what you think about this. You excited for Lil Durk's 7220 record? What do you think about the release date, about him dropping the same day as Kanye? All of that, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.